Howdy, howdy. We are filming from my house. We are going to go over the aquaponics today with you. And right here, we have the first system I set up. And just kind of go over it. That second tub was an addition. I had first started out with this one right here. And we basically have a Rubbermaid 100-gallon trough from Tractor Supply, and that is one of my old pumps from when I was doing saltwater tanks. Does about 1,600 gallons an hour, a little overkill for this setup. Backflow preventer, check valve. And then we come up here, we got two valves and two separate beds. That bed is made out of HDPE starboard and is a flood drain system. See the water coming in, it'll get to a certain height right about here and it'll empty. That helps get the oxygen to the roots and allows the plants to suck up the nutrients from the water. We got my dinosaur kale, which is doing great right now, and we got some spinach and some lettuces in there, and basil, and we got cilantro back there and some more kale. And there's my little sprig of rosemary. Looks like tonight I'll be needing to do a little salad. And right now I just have one fish in here, and it's kind of dark, so it's very hard to get them to come out. But over here is where all the babies had come from. This is a brood that I got from Rivers of Provision in Brandon, Florida. And they're going to be hiding for you today. And mind my mess. And watch how excited they are to see me. Yeah! Daddy's home! We are going to go ahead and give them some food. Which, all you gotta do is feed them. But hold your video camera and get the food out of the bag. It's a little bit harder than I thought. So here we go. They come out like little piglets. Hungry little suckers. And that should hold them over for just a couple minutes. This one right here has quite a bit of females in it. And two males at the moment. And let me see if Mama's still here. Let's see if we got any new mamas. Let's see if I can find one. I think this one right here that just swam out, she's in the back. Get out of the way. Yep, here she comes. Come on. Nope. Oh, she's holding eggs, and she'll actually keep those in her mouth for about 7 to 8 days, in which they'll hatch. But lately, since these are first-time breeders, they've been swallowing them. Oh, here we go. There's one little mama right there in the background. She is holding eggs. This will be her third day. So we're hoping she'll go full term with them, but I highly doubt it. And then we come over here, and here are the babies. These guys are about 3 weeks old. And they were a little bit tougher than I thought in the very beginning, just because this tank was a fresh tank. So I had to do about 10 gallons of water changing every single day in order to keep the parameters low enough to where it wasn't going to kill off the babies. And I think we started out with about 300, and it's down to about, I'd say 75. So it still affected them. The nitrites were spiking too high, and I don't think they like that too much. But now it's all in order, and they're getting big. Here in about a week or two, they'll be about an inch and be able to sell them. So, and we are looking at right next to it, probably right about here. I'm going to go ahead and put a vertical rack up to accommodate for more. I'm going to make some 5-gallon tanks specifically for raising the babies. That'll be another video that we show how to do it on the CNC, and those will be out of acrylic, so you'll get to see how it's done with acrylic. It's not just cutting it on the table saw and putting some glue together and voila, you have a tank. It's a little bit more involved. That level I would probably say is about a 6 or 7, but it's relatively easy to learn, but there's a lot to it. So there is our AC unit for the summertime for when the garage gets too hot. We will get that squared away. My 2 Brute trash cans for water top-offs. Helps out tremendously, I would say. And we are looking at taking over the rest of the garage here in about the next month or so. And one of the expansions we got right here, I had purchased some pond liner, 10 foot by 10 foot, and I'm gonna make a 4 foot by 8 foot grow bed for romaine lettuce, and another 4 foot by 8 foot underneath it for fish. So that will be coming up in the near future. And I'm going to go ahead and pause this to show you the seed starting. So I'll be right back. And we're back. This is the best angle I could get. This LED light could not get any lighter for me to take a good video. But this is where I start my seeds at, on top of my fish tank inside. We are using Coco Courier. Sorry if the pronunciation is incorrect on that, but we got some heirloom lettuce there, some curly kale, and those are 2-inch net pots. And what I figured out, now that's a good one in itself, but yeah, all you gotta do is get some Coco Courier, right? What ends up happening is, and you can't really see it all that well, but the stupid stuff comes out the bottom of the net pot and gets all into the basin and then doesn't get water to the plants. So what I had to do, I got some cheesecloth and put the cheesecloth, line the inside of the net pot with cheesecloth, and then put the Coco Courier in there, and it worked great. And that's probably what I'm going to do from here on out, because the Coco Courier stays much more moist around the seed than rock wool. We got some dill right there, another basil. I believe that back one is one of my wife's plants. But yeah, the LED does a great job at getting those started. And once they're started, I move them over to the main system so that they can grow out. And then over here is an experiment just from the fish water. We got a tomato plant, and I forget which flower that is, but basically, for the most part, utilizing aquaponics. And once again, all you gotta do is keep water in there. No water. She did good on this one. That one's got water, but the tomato doesn't. So I'll go fill that up here in a minute with fish water, system water. And it's got, you know, I got some buds there, but it's still too small of a plant for it to fruit. I'm doing really well in that on the windowsill. So hope you guys enjoyed. This is the aquaponics setup at my house, and hopefully I'll get some more videos for you. You have a good day.